Today, we will be taking a look at how you can get started with Zoho's Mail. So let's get into it. Now, Zoho Mail allows you to get started with ad-free email for personal or business use. You can do this for your business, for your organization, if you're running an e-com store. Emailing is a very essential part of any business now. So to get started, simply head on over to Zoho. And from here, you can sign up for free. Now, on this free sign up option, you can choose Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter just to make it easier for you to get started. And I'm just going to get started for free with my Google account. So you can do two-factor authentication with Zoho as well to make your business information more secure, to make sure no one else hacks into it or no one just, messes around with it. But we don't need that, so I'm just skipping it. And we are just waiting for Zoho to set up Mail. So you guys can see there are multiple different plans to get started with. You can get a free trial as well, and there is no kind of credit card info required. So we're going to get started with the mail only features for the premium mail, and we're going to get started with a free trial. Now, this is going to be the first section, which is going to be domain edition. So if you have a existing domain that you want to configure with Zoho Mail, or if you want to purchase a new domain with Zoho, so you can just click on add now. And I've just added my pre-existing domain, and you can add your organization name and then your industry type. So for us, we are working in the apparel and e-com. So I'm just going to find that from here. So we have retail and e-commerce. So I'm just going to add that from here. And just like that, your domain will be added. So you can click on proceed to domain verification, and you will have to verify that this is actually your domain, and you can click on log into my DNS. And whichever domain service provider that you are using, it will open that up and you can automatically configure it, or you can click on configure manually and you will have to enter the DNS information yourself. That can be a little difficult, so I just like to configure it directly automatically. It's a lot easier to set up in this way. But you can even skip all of these steps and go directly to your admin console. But obviously, when you're starting your mail journey, you will need all of this information to get started with. So it's better if you just set it up right now. After that, you will have to add your email address. So what kind of email address you want with your store. So for us, we want it to be Jane Doe at Durden Store. So I'm just going to click on create over here. Now, after that, you can get started with setting up users. If you have multiple different people that are running your business, you can add those. You can even invite people or just click on add and manually add credentials as well. But for now, we are just going to skip this for now, and we're going to proceed to group setup. Now, with group setups, you can section out your customers, your organizations to a specific name. This can be especially helpful for segmentation and email marketing. If you're looking for segmentation, even in terms of your suppliers, segmentation in terms of what kind of people are giving you the most sales, your top purchasing customers, so on and so forth. You want to be able to segment all of those. Now, after that, you have your DNS mapping. This can be automatically done. You don't need to spend a lot of time on this. And you have data migration. If you are already using any other kind of email marketing tools, then you want to do data migration. This helps you in collecting all of your data from your pre-existing database and migrating over onto Zoho's Mail. Now, we're just going to go to our admin console because we don't need the mobile setup right now. And this is what our dashboard is going to look like. So on your dashboard, you will see the email address that your emails are going to go from to your clients or customers. Then you have your organization. So in your organization, you're going to enter all of your own information. You have a welcome email template that you can create that will be sent to all of your customers when they sign up or when an account for them is created in your organization. Depending on what you're using Zoho CRM for, if you're using this as a inside tool or a outside tool, for a welcome email template, I like to add a employees template over here, which is going to be sent to my employees because I add them as users in my organization. Now, After that, you will find your domains, and you also have signature templates that you can create. All of those I will be discussing later on in this video. Now, in your user section, you can click on invitees and click on invite a user and directly add all of your emails. This is probably the most effective way to add all emails, to add all of the people that are working in your business, to add them to Zoho. It's going to be easier this way, and they will all get a link in their mailbox and they can open it and they will be added to Zoho CRM, to Zoho's emailing tool. Now, after that, you have a distribution list. Now, this is going to be your most important thing, which is going to be sent to your customers. So what I like to do is VIP customers, and you can add the email address that I want to use to send to those customers, and I can use a description for those as well, and who can send this email to the group. So let's say I only want organization members, and then after that I want to enable streams for this group, and I will click on proceed. Now after that, I can create a specific segmented list called, whatever the members are. So I can click on add over here, and I can add members using their email address, whichever members there might be. So let's say I just want to add, I'm just adding this as a sample, but I've added this one member, and you can change the role of each individual customer or client, and you will just click on create and proceed. And just like that, you have a specific distribution list, and when you're creating emails, you can send them to that distribution list. So let's say you're providing special discounts, you're providing premium or pre-sales to those customers. Maybe you're providing exclusive access, exclusive products. So you can do all of that directly with that segmented list. Now you have data migration, and migration is pretty simple. You can click on start data migration, and you can name whatever it might be, wherever you are migrating your data from. So it could be Google Workspace, IMAP, POP, Microsoft Exchange, or Microsoft 360. Now, after that, you have some basic email settings, how your email policy is going to work, and what kind of email routing you want. Now, email routing is very important to set up. So you can just click on mail settings and then your email routing, click on configure routing over here, and who is going to be the destination host, what kind of domain is going to enable email routing. After that, you have your inbound getaway and outbound getaway, so what kind of IP addresses you want to use, as well as the connection type. Depending on what kind of level of security you want, you will select your outbound getaway accordingly. Now, after that, you have some basic security and compliance features. You have two-factor authentication, allowed IP addresses, suspicious logins, and more. But this is all security features that I don't really think we need to discuss in detail for now. For now, we want to move on to actually taking a look at emailing. So in your organization, you can add multiple different organizations and templates that will help you in setting up and just optimizing your CRM or your mail system. So a lot of times I like to use CRM because all of my ticketing and customer service things happen on my email tool. So that's why it's very essential that it's easily compatible with any CRM that you're using. Now for a welcome email template, I can click on configure template, and I can get started with the template name. So after that, once you've entered your sender address, your subject, you're just going to add your email as you would. You can add all the basic information and just save it over here, and you will be able to just send this email once a account is created for a person in your organization. And this can be a guest account, this can be a organization member account, and you can create multiple different templates for any of those segments. Now on the top right, you will see you have your Zoho Mail. And if you click on this will just open up your dashboard. And on the top right, you will just have your account settings and the theme that you want to work with. So you can choose any kind of color theme that you want. And then this will open up your mail section. So once you open up your mail section from here, you can go on ahead and set up mails, calendars, and tasks. Now, these are very essential, but if you don't set up your admin console properly beforehand, this can lead to issues later down the line. Now, you guys can see this is your mailing section, And in your mailing section, you can click on New Mail and get started with creating mails. Then you have your calendar. Calendars are going to help you in scheduling your events. So you can click on New Event and schedule all of your email marketing campaigns or events. You can add conferences, meetings, all of that. Then you have notes and tasks. These can be especially helpful in setting up your meeting dates. So whatever is talked about in the meeting can be later on converted into doable tasks and notes. And then on the bottom, you will have all of your contacts that you will be sending your emails to. So I hope you guys found this video helpful and you are now able to get started with Zoho Mail. It's a super efficient and effective tool to get started with, and I do think that it's definitely worth it.